Jujutsu Kaisen is having an art exhibition in Japan right now, and we get to see the storyboards and rough drafts that go into the manga. So let's go behind the scenes and see what Gege has to do on a weekly basis. So the first thing I noticed on how he does his storyboards is that the very first storyboard is always simplistic. He's not going to spend a bunch of time on the first storyboard, but he will put a bunch of focus on the second draft of it. He gets a rough image and then he clears it up, and then right after this it goes to the inking. Right here for Gojo versus Sukuna, this is the second draft of this storyboard. And I love his art style. It's a lot of detail, but he can make it look clear and flow very well. Even though it's not fully drawn, you can clearly see what's happening. And this goes for the rest of these storyboards. Right here for Gojo's Hollow Purple, he doesn't even draw out the hand correctly, but he knows it so well, in the next draft he can perfectly map it out. For Gojo's Unsealing, the first one is pretty basic, but then he's looking like Gojo in the second one. And right there again, he's using the scribbly lines to map out the shading that he's going to be putting on Gojo. For Sukuna punching Yuji in the throat, it looks pretty chaotic in the first draft. Honestly, I could not map it out, but Gege knew exactly what he was doing, and then in the second draft, it just looks so clean. Then we got a bunch of other rough drafts from the Culling Game arc, and man, I wish I could have my art on a wall like this someday in the future. Gege must be feeling himself right now because everybody across the world is coming to look at his art, and he's getting a lot of attention for this exhibit online. And the thing is, he does hate on his art himself, but everybody else is just giving him that positivity. Like, he said himself that he can't fully express his art the way he wants to because of time constraints, but you can see in the rough drafts that he is an expert at art, but he can't fully express himself and put it all on the page. Like with these rough drafts right here, I bet he can go even harder if this was a monthly manga. And I really love the way he draws clothes. Like, all the details and shading he puts on in the regular manga looks great, but seeing the behind the scenes, I'm definitely going to take some notes. And then we got a bunch of art from the early chapters of JJK, and it's crazy. He made all of this art not knowing if the series would succeed, but he was 10 toes down and put in the work, and now it's successful. Right here for Yuji versus Sukuna, you could definitely tell he was aching to draw this. Guys, if you're trying to make a manga, take some notes from the greats out there. You can learn so much just from looking at these pages right here. He truly is a master of his craft, and you can see it through his art, but let me know, y'all, what you think of it.